knock knock nerds. It's 3:24 in the morning, and something really important happened, which is why I'm up at 3:24 in the morning. We thought we were past that phase. We are not. I am back on being up way too late and doing things that I shouldn't be doing. 17, my favorite group, my old group, the best group, get that out of here. They have had a comeback, and it is a comeback that absolutely slaps. And so I am going to be here. I've already watched the video like 5 times, but we're gonna do it again. Hello? Hello? Baby? So anyway, we are reacting again for like the 7th time to 17's home run because I love them. Love them so much. And this is an absolute banger. This is absolutely everything I wanted it to be and more. And it's also 3:24 in the morning, 3:25 in the morning. So all of the excitement you usually get with me as an individual is now amplified because I am oh so tired, but I am oh so pumped. And it's just so good. And I don't... okay. So I'm going to be stopping this and responding, reacting anytime I find something cool, like musically cool. Anytime there's like a banger aesthetic, which is the whole video, just spoiler alert. And anytime just something cool happens and I want to talk about it. It's basically just what I do on this channel that I rarely upload to. But this is something so important. The whole, oh my god, the volume was turned all the way up. I have been deafened. So right as we begin, at 4 seconds in, we hear, actually, hang on, wait. Yeah, just kidding, like 4 or 5, 6 seconds in, before we hear the first home run that starts off the whole thing, you can hear very faintly in the background Left and Right playing, which is their last comeback, and it's like, wow, referencing our old comebacks, it was so cool, ooh. And as Scoops gets out of the car, he's looking great, like, he gets concussed, that's pretty cool, love that so much. Love that for him, and by that, I mean I don't love that. Right after that first 17 right here, oh my god, that 17 right here. So I studied jazz. I was in a jazz choir for 2 years. So jazz, I freaking love jazz. I love jazz so much. I love jazz more than I love most types of music, and I love music a lot. So jazz, like, I don't know, I just hear it and I'm like, wow, it's so funky. I feel like I'm living in The Great Gatsby. So that beginning 17 right here, I adore it. I adore it. I adore it because of like the drums, the way that the drums are hitting. It's so very like classically jazzy. And it's like slightly like there's this little vibe to it. It's like 17 right here. So it's like slightly swung in its beat, and swung beats, if you don't know what they are, it means that there's a beat, but you're not like singing directly on the beat, because if it was on the beat, it'd be like 17 right here. So it'd be like da 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 da, yeah. I don't want to be explaining music theory at 3:30 in the morning, but my life choices have led me here, and so I'm rolling with it. Anyway, we're gonna continue. It's just so... okay. Okay, can we talk about... we're 24 seconds in and I've stopped it so much. But this trio of Wonu, Mingyu, and DK, what a vibe. Like, the sweaters, the standing up at a bar top, I just get, like, such... makes me think of, like, West Side Story, and West Side Story was an absolutely influential musical for me because I heard it and I was like, wow, I just want to have a boy fall in love with me and then die tragically. And I would say that's a spoiler alert, but it's been out since, like, the 1960s, so if you haven't seen it by now, I'm sorry, but you're getting it spoiled. Like, it just makes me think, like, Sharks and Jets, and, like, they come up dancing, it's, like, a little gang, and wow, wow. And Hoshi comes in, and I adore that man. Okay, so Jun with the don't give up, na 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 na. There's a beautiful way that it's articulated, and it's just so good. So, in jazz, and, like, in music overall, like choral music, because like I was a choir kid all throughout middle school and high school, basically like there are ways that you can enunciate that make it like so much more fun and much like funkier, and then na 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 na, well, okay, we can't sing, it's to 3:30 in the morning. basically that, in the way that it's said, it's supposed to fit in and like blend in with the instruments. And I think that Jun's voice is just so like perfect for that. Like, it's just so good. Also, the red turtleneck, I am very biased, but I have a red turtleneck, so I'm like, wow, same brain energy. Oh my god. I should have gone to bed and watched it in the morning, but I didn't. I'm here now. Oh my god, and about that dance, that little, like, I'm sitting down so you can't see what I'm doing, but like the little na-na-na-na-na-na thing that they do, it's so like classically jazz and like classically Broadway, because it's basically like, it's kind of like a jazz square, but then like not a jazz square. And this is going to make no sense when I'm editing it later on, but like, it's just this cute little like sway in the hips, and it just feels like so like legitly jazzy. They're like, wah, you know? I hope someone knows, because I don't. Vernon's coming in, and wow. You know that I believe you. Wow. Ming Hao's coming in to just steal my heart and take away all of my cognitive brain function. So musically, that is like so good, going from this really loud, like really bright and like jazzy, and everything's blaring and everything's swinging and everything's so cool, and then just immediately there's this cutoff, this drop into this very quiet, very mellow, very like, I don't know, kind of mysterious sort of vibe that this next part gives off, that Ming Hao just captures like perfectly with who he is as an individual. But then musically, it's just so smart, because jazz does it all the time. There are these very big tempo shifts and these very big, like, kind of, I'm not going to say jarring, but I can't think of another word. So like these shifts that are almost like they're pushing this story along in a way that keeps you like enthralled and engaged in this. And this is something that 17 does very well with their composing and their producing. It's like, also, I love Wuji, so like I'm a little biased, but I'm also a music nerd, so like I'm gonna talk about how it's really cool musically too. So anyway, this is really awesome in terms of jazz, because it's like, it's motivating the listener to stay engaged and enthralled in the story. And not just engaged and enthralled, but it's like almost pushing you to understand, like, why are we going from these extreme highs to these very soft, very like low lows? Like, what's pulling you in and wanting you to listen more? It's so cool. And Ming Hao's just really pretty, and it's in black and white, and it's like, makes me think of The Great Gatsby. And I love The Great Gatsby a lot. So yeah, that's Stan 17. I'm gonna hit so many peace signs in this video. It's not even gonna be funny after a while. Oh my god, Joshua, I can't even deal with you. Oh, the yeah. Oh, it's so pretty. Like the harmony and the mixing and how it just slides so beautifully from one to another. Like the yeah, like that. Oh my god. I can't believe. I can't believe that they were allowed to not only do this, but then do it so well. I can't believe. So now we're getting into the chorus, and I still have the video paused because the chorus, I've heard it like 5 times in a row, and I'm still gonna lose my mind. The dance is so fun! The dance is so fun! Oh my god. It's like an adjusted whoa. Oh. So we are going to talk about Mingyu's voice because, ooh, my god, I know that he is in the hip-hop team, and I know that, like, he's a rapper, ooh, yeah, like, rapper, whatever, but that area in his vocal range, coming from someone who has been singing forever, for a very long time, and knows a lot about belting and how to, like, make the sounds do the thing, it's so good. In that area of his range, there's this very bright, like, beautiful tone, and it's sustained so well, which I don't know if that's the mixing or if that's him. I think that it is him based on, like, you know, live performances and that sort of stuff, but it's just in such a good range where you get this bright, beautiful tone. And that's not to say that anyone else isn't singing beautifully, it's just that, like, for some reason Mingyu is hitting different tonight. I'm feeling some type of way. I'm feeling so many emotions. Mingyu is not even like near the top of my bias list, and I am losing my mind over this. Also, the blue suit, like, that's just such a good color. Like, what am I supposed to do? Xiangguan! My son! Gino's coming in! There he goes. We're robbing a train, fellas. We're stealing hearts. Oh my god. Okay, I'm convinced that Jonghan's outfit here at 131 is literally just an outfit that he owns. I don't think it was styled. I think he showed up wearing that and they're like, that's a jazzy little suit for you. You go perform in that. So Jonghan, fashion icon. I idolize him personally for fashion. Same thing with Minghao. Oh, okay. So musically, let's think about like the music in the background right now. So as you can hear, it's like there's a lot of cymbal and there's a lot of like the lighter elements of percussion, and that is so good in jazz. I love that in jazz so much because what it is it's like when jazz, okay, we're malfunctioning. Whew. I'm gonna take a breath. We're gonna try again. When jazz songs take these like very big steps back and then suddenly it's just like piano and cymbals. When it's just that, when those things, it comes down to its core elements like that, and it's back to that sort of like pulling you in, like wanting you to keep listening because like, where is this going? What is it doing? When it takes it down to that bare bones thing, the vocals that are paired with it are so important because they can like completely change how the listener is interpreting the music and interpreting like what the song is. And I love this. This is something that happens a lot with 17 songs, is that there will be like a part where it's like big and like bold and fun, and then it like cuts off and then it's Wonu, and then just like the music. And he's singing in this like low, quiet voice, and it's so pretty because he's got such this like this rich, warm vocal tone that is here to steal everyone's heart. Oh, and it's so good. It's so good, especially when paired with this sort of jazz, because that like warm, rich tone is something that is very, I'm not gonna say like exclusive to jazz, but it's definitely like a staple in jazz. Like male vocalists in jazz who like have that like sultry little voice thing going on, they always do really, really well. Like I just love it. And this is something that happens in Home, like, and it mirrors something that happens earlier in the song. And a lot of this comes down to like that mirroring, wanting to bring forward these same ideas, not only within the lyrics, but within the sound that the lyrics are related to. Those are very important things because then it like sends this message, it amplifies what the song's message is. And like right now, I really love that the song got quiet and kind of pulled your focus back in towards what was being said in the lyrics. Because right here, it says, just be yourself. What are you so worried about? And because I am in quarantine and insecure, I want to hear those messages from the pretty boys that sing songs that I like. So not only is it gorgeous, like, as a K-pop standpoint, just like being a fan, but it's also gorgeous because it's music. Wow, we have 14 minutes of video and we are 1 minute and 40 seconds through the song. Let's keep going. And then as it builds, there's more instruments added in, like the piano gets louder and then back to the horns. And now we are in a bowling alley and we are absolutely vibing this evening. That home run move, it just makes me think of like an amplified whoa, and I love an amplified whoa. Scoops, love that jacket, I just want that in my closet. That's my man! That's my man! He's my favorite, he's my favorite. I love him so much. There may be no end to our journey of dreams. Wow, I stopped being able to read for a minute. Hang on. DK in red. All the times DK is featured in red. Immaculate, superb, beautiful. We love it. It's just the sheer fact that we are lucky enough to live in a time with Dokyam and like he's just wearing the color red and it's just pretty. It's just pretty. Like it's just good. I really need to stop rambling. I want to go to bed before 4, but there's no way. There ain't no way that I'm going to be able to do that. There ain't no way at all. Hyunkwon, oh, this little sweetie. Oh my god, hang on. We're going to talk about this beautiful, beautiful vocal transition right here. Anytime that it goes, I've noticed in 17 songs, like, the vocal line generally gets, like, their lines put together, and it gets put together in these beautiful ways. A lot of the times it goes Jonghan, DK, Seungkwan, or, like, some variation of those three happening in succession. And their vocal tones are very similar, because they're all on the brighter side, right? They're all kind of more forward in their voice. And they're all more of these, like, sort of tenor voices. And that's gorgeous. We love a tenor king, okay? But I adore the vocal transition from DK going into Seungkwan, and Seungkwan sitting there, and then he's, like, slowly growing and building in intensity. Like, I see what you're doing, and I love it. I appreciate it. It's gorgeous. And, like, the music's getting louder and vibier, and, like, oh, then they're jumping? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Oh my god. The dance is so fun. I'm gonna have such a good time learning this. It's gonna be so good. The diamond disappeared. And I love this part right here where they're staring at the diamond. They're gonna steal it because it makes me think of Sherlock by Shiny, which... And Muji's breaking the glass, and now here we are at 2 minutes and 49 seconds. And we are on a rooftop. And there are fireworks, and there is a beautiful sign, and my man is front and center. What am I to do? Whatever am I to do? Die, I guess. I don't know. But here's the thing. We're going to talk about some aesthetic choices that I love, because this is my video and I get to say what I want. I love neon signs and I love fireworks, although they scare the bejesus out of me and I am terrified of them. I'm terrified of how loud they are and the fact that they can light things on fire. But I love that 17 did this, and I know it's CGI fireworks. It may be almost 4 in the morning, but I still have a couple functioning brain cells that know what's up. But the beautiful sound, like, everything about this just screams the classic 90s movie Empire Records, and I love that. Except for the jazz. They were not into jazz in Empire Records. They were, like, way grungier and way more angsty. But, like, it's just pretty, and it's just this beautiful, idealized, romanticized version of, like, life, and I love that. I love that so much. I love that so much, because, like, the reason that Wooji is my bias, the reason that he's, like, my ultimate bias, the reason that he is #1 is because, like, not only is his music fantastic, and I can sit here and analyze every single 17 song, and I'm going to, because I want to. Back at it again with the peace signs. So, not only is that, like, a major thing, but he also thinks that, like, life is like a movie. And I do that too. And so I look at this funky little weirdo and I go, same brain, same, I feel it. I feel it in my soul. I feel it so much. And I love that he is the main vocal in this mix in the very end, because his voice is just so good, first of all. Like, it's a lovely tenor. It's a lovely, lovely tenor. And, like, obviously I'm biased because, like, he is my bias, so, but I love the notes that he reaches so well within his natural range. Like, I love his ability to belt. Like, it's so impressive. It's so cool. Ugh, okay, we're gonna finish this video, and then I'm gonna rant more. Oh! They're so good! The dance is so good! Oh, the da-ba-da-da-da thing that's been happening a lot of times, that is so reminiscent of, like, actual scatting that happens in jazz, and scatting is so fun and so difficult to do, which is why I don't do it. But it's so good. Like, the way that they've done it rhythmically, it's just gorgeous, and it lines up so well, and it's used almost as an onomatopoeia, so it's like a word that sounds like the thing it's describing. And so it's like reminiscent of, like, you know, baseball. But it's also, it fits in so well in terms of like matching the energy and the vibe of the music that it's with, because jazz is all about like this relationship of the voice with all the instruments. And so when there's an unhappy marriage between like, I don't know, the vocal cords and the drums, things sound so wacky. But this just fits in so well within the mix of instruments that like it's chef's kiss. I'm so tired. Okay, let's keep going. We're so close. I can't even. Make how that last move that he does is so cool. He does a spinny on the floor. And then we get right back into that funky jazziness with Hoshi not fully knowing how to swing a bat. It's great. It's so good. It's so good. I'll just let these credits play out because they're so good. And I want to give them another view. I love it. I love 17. I love 17. That is all. I wanted to react because I haven't done a reaction, and this is like 21 minutes of footage, so I'm going to stop talking soon. But basically, 17 is my favorite group because musically, I think that they're just so great. They're so great. They're so great. But then, like, them as individuals, it's just amazing to see how far they've come, and I can't believe that I am lucky enough to, like, be able to support their journey on that, you know? And, like, I get to listen to their amazing music because, like, I support them as a person, and I can't talk too much about it because it is almost 4 a.m. and I will be not only emotional, but I might cry. And I'm not a real YouTuber yet. I haven't cried on camera, and I'm not gonna start now with my 17 home run analysis. Basically, this was my first reaction. I may, in the future, actually like sit down and like tear it apart and like say, this is why I like this part of the jazz, this is why I like this person's voice for this. But I'm not doing that tonight because it is 3:46 in the a.m. and I do have work tomorrow. I have work tomorrow. But I risked that sleep so that I could hear this song at 3 a.m. in my time zone. I'm so happy. I am actually so happy. Like, I look so upset in this camera, but like, I am actually happy. So, thank you for watching if you've stuck around this long. And if you haven't, I completely understand. Love you if you have hung around. Yeah. So this has been my lovely little analysis on 17's home run, and by analysis I mean me yelling about how cute they do be and about jazz. And thank you. Wash your hands, stay safe, stay home, and stay in 17. Okay, but for real, thank you for watching, and I hope that maybe you'll check out some other stuff, and if you don't, cool, like, you know what, you know how to use YouTube, you've been on here long enough, I don't need to tell you to subscribe, you'll do it if you want to. Goodbye.